After a 48-year career and 41 years as a school administrator, Dr. Stephen Hefner sat down with us at the New Ormo News to talk about his experiences as superintendent of Lexington-Richland District 5.
This is my last day in the office.
Dr. Hefner explains how he was chosen to become superintendent of Lex District 5.
I had been retired for 89 days, and I got a call on September 29th, 2010, offering me the chance to come here, initially as an interim superintendent, and I found that to be a very appealing offer. I saw a lot of things that needed to be done here, and I was challenged by that, and it certainly met my professional likes.
Dr. Hefner recounts the greatest obstacle he had to overcome when he became superintendent of District 5.
Number one thing that needed to be here, needed to happen here, was for trust to be restored. And in fact, my mantra became restore trust, eliminate fear. Because as I talked to the community, I heard that people didn't feel, there were many people who expressed that they didn't trust the district. And as I talked to many of our internal employees, not only did they not trust the district, they were kind of fearful of what might happen.
Dr. Hefner worked to build up that trust. He told us how.
People really wanted a valuable career and technical education program in the district. Apparently, in a decade or so before, maybe 5 or 6 years before, many of the vocational programs were eliminated, and a statement was made, all the kids here go to college, so we don't need that. And I found that the people in the community really wanted that aspect added back to the schools. So that's really where I started to build the trust.
He did some particularly impactful work with magnet programs.
We built, I think, what I think is one of the most outstanding programs of its type. Spring Hill High School, which has been recognized as a model magnet school program across the nation, and in the most recent rankings of schools by U.S. News and World Report, it's the number 3 rated school academically in South Carolina. And what's particularly noticeable about that, there are several things that are really interesting about that. One is that the only 2 schools that were rated higher are schools that do not have open enrollment. They're schools that have admission criteria. This is a lottery-based school, so there's no, so among schools that accept anybody who chooses to go there, they are the highest rated high school in our state according to that ranking this year. The other thing about it is it's not an academic, its goal is not all high academics. It's a career pathways magnet school. It's every student is to graduate with a certification in a career, as well as meeting the traditional high school requirements. So I think that's most laudable, and it is a good reflection of what we've done with magnet schools.
Dr. Hefner will be leaving us with a long-lasting legacy.
The quote I'm using as I'm exiting comes from John Wooden, the legendary basketball coach at UCLA, who said that he'd rather have, he was, I'll have to paraphrase him, it wasn't that he wanted a great player, he wanted a player that made the team great. And for me, I don't want to be remembered as a superintendent who was a great superintendent. I want to be remembered as a superintendent who brought out the greatness in the organization in which I've served.